Hello, welcome everyone. I hope that you all are excited and you're doing fine, you're doing great. And of course, we are once again back this month after having World Leader Summit with 95 countries participation, approximate 138 speakers who actually spoken the platform from 5th November to 9th of November with a massive scale of impact and the kind of vibration that happened. We are live today just to give an opportunity to the local startups of Africa. And as you know, we all love Africa like anything. That's the continent where the vibration is happening. And when we talk about vibration, what happened during last 1 year, we started in 2020 as basically a summit. We call it as a World Leaders Summit. And the intention was to create a vibrating community and do cross-border business. So for last 1 year, we did multiple number of technology impact. We did various import export from Mexico, from Australia, from Croatia, from various different European parts. And yes, we have been communicating with multiple layers of businesses till date. And guess what we have done? We have created our own accelerator program. Along with that, we have floated our own fund so that we can support in the entire startup ecosystem. The fund is not that big at the moment. We have access to approximate 25 ML USD, which is like dedicated to the startup so that they can grow and they can expand. It is basically happening with our HNI and investors pool who are actually trying to give a little bit of support to the startup ecosystem worldwide. And when we talk about that, we are not big as a fund because our target is to fulfill approximate 100 million fund within next 1 year. Give us blessings, give us love so that we can achieve it and formally support all of you guys to do more in their life. And when we talk about do more in their life, we have two amazing people into our network who actually said, we're going to make impact, we're going to take the role and responsibility and give back to the community. So let me formally introduce my good friend Abdul. Abdul is from Turkey, so he has taken over the startup committee into our ecosystem as a chairperson. Abdul, please welcome once again to our startup talk dedicated to Africa. Please, could you please introduce yourself for maybe 1 or 2 minutes so that we can know that what is your background, your strength, and we can then move to the next step.
Thank you so much, Sharit, and I'm excited today to join with you this interesting startup showcase. Yes, I'm actually I have share of Global QR International, and also I've been in mentorship and coaching for many years. I'm also representing and many investment network. And yes, we'll be very thrilled to see today the from Africa, the innovative, creative startups. And thank you all.
Super. So Abdul was actually very humble. He is actually doing the best work in the world. To be very honest, if you Google him, you will know him, and feel free to connect him if you are looking for growth. Talking about the growth, we have another growth accelerator and a person who is from African continent himself. Victor, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here, Arijit. Yeah, greetings everyone. We are trying to kick off something that will be phenomenal as we try to listen to startups pitch their business ideas and then try to connect them with financing and mentorship and every other inclusive cluster growth opportunity as we have on Co-Innovate Fund as our partners. So my name is Victor Uche Obioma, and I've been active in the NMSME space for near 4 years, leading up to my time as a business development specialist working at Samsung Electronics, Nokia Nigeria, and then transversing into building my own business, which I've been doing actively also for 3 years. And then along the way, I find that there is a missing link many times, which has to do with communication and linkages. And then I try to lead at the forefront to create that connection between and the business ecosystem of ecosystems within Africa. So I welcome each and every one of us, and I hope we make the best of this opportunity. And again, try to keep it simple, try to keep it straight, keep it to your time with 7 minutes, so you allow 3 minutes for the investors to ask critical questions, to learn and understand your business more, and then try to keep the adrenaline low. Be free, try to enjoy yourself, because nobody's going to bite anybody. Essentially, we are here to collectively collaborate, shake hands, and then grow together as a unit, so to say. Thank you.
Super. So let me have the pleasure. I've been waiting for my good friend Kai. Kai is from UK at the moment. Kai is a serial entrepreneur, and he's a impactful angel investor who is here to become a jury, just like Abdul, to understand your needs and what you are talking about, and probably we can help it as a joint effort. So I'll give 1 minute to Kai to please talk about himself, and then we can give the mic to Victor. Kai, over to you, my friend.
Thank you very much, Arijit. Really nice to meet you again, and it's fantastic to meet so many promising and energetic entrepreneurs from from Africa. Myself, I originally come from China. I've lived in the UK for a long time. Like Arijit introduced, I am a serial entrepreneur. I have set up a number of companies in the telecom and 3D technology, and nowadays in VR and AR, or the popular name is Metaverse universe, and focusing especially on application on education and training. I've also co-founded a new investment company in UK, and in addition to some past angel investment, I like to hopefully to work with Arijit and many new friends here more, so that we can support more entrepreneurs and make a difference in this world. So very nice meeting you. Thanks, Arijit. Back to you.
Super. Victor, the entire session is yours, my friend. You are the leader now. Victor, over to you. Victor, you there? Your video somehow is freezed. Can you hear me?
His network was so deep.
Yeah, you broke for a moment. You broke for a moment. I didn't get that information.
Well, I said that the entire session is yours now. You can lead the panel and you can ask name and we can start.
Okay, brilliant. So again, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, to start off, I would say, if it's not your turn, you can keep your cameras off, so to save bandwidth. Again, ground rules, you have only 7 minutes to pitch your business. I mean, keep it within what you do, your person, your team, and milestones, mileage, and what you are asking for, basically. So you have, I mean, enough time to talk about your business within 7 minutes. And again, if you have to invite any member of your team, you're free to do so. If you require to read out your pitch deck, you are free to do so, but essentially it should be within 7 minutes. So you have, you leave 3 minutes for the investors to ask questions, just as it has been earlier communicated. So let's kick off with Vian. Vian, are you there? It's your time, so I'll be moderating, and then I'll ensure that nobody stays beyond 7 minutes. I'll then notify you a minute before it's your time, so that you know you begin to wrap up once it's 6 minutes. So Vian, are you there? You have the stage. Vian, are you there? Vian Joseph. Okay, in the absence of Vian, Francis Uzor, if you're there, please indicate, and let's have you share your screen and speak about your business.
Hello, good morning.
Brilliant.
I think someone is trying to share screen. I don't know. Camel Rice. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I hope you can hear me
go
clearly.
ahead. Yes.
All right. My name is Francis Uzor. I'm a co-founder for Uzor Technologies Limited. the developers of digital school software. I would like to share my screen so that I'll start my presentation. I go ahead to share my screen. Is that okay by you?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, I'll start by talking about digital school software. Of course, one of the major challenges in the world, especially the SDGs, is education. Some time ago, last year, the world suffered one of the greatest pandemic in the history of man, the coronavirus. We found out that about 41 million students were sitting down at home. Many of them never had the opportunity of going to school or of doing any other thing. And so one of the things that digital school software is solving problems of education, school owners, and the rest of them. And so digital school software was built by myself and my team. And I'm going to talk about it. We identified 3 problems in the education industry. One, inability of pupils to receive lectures from wherever they are, especially in this part of the world in Africa. So many schools are not able to afford online education and everything that has to do with schooling. Secondly, there is no interactivity in the learning. The learning in Africa is more of the roots learning methodology where a teacher is standing in front, and if there is any pandemic, everybody sits at home, no opportunities to learn. And we also discover problems of errors in assessment of students and so on and so forth. And these are the things that digital school came to solve. Now, the digital school software was built to be a comprehensive school e-learning management platform. We have been able to integrate virtually most of the things that a school would need, for ranging from a remote e-learning platform where children from nursery, primary, secondary, down to tertiary institution can learn from the comfort of their homes, ask questions, chat. They have an e-library, automated result generation. They can take their examinations online. They can play academic games. Schools can use it also to manage their finances. They can plan their lesson notes. They can plan their timetable. They have virtual classes, communicating with parents. Just talk about everything that happens in an analog school. We give the students the opportunity to be able to learn from wherever they are. The picture that you're seeing now is a picture of how the back end looks like for the staff admin back end, and then for the students admin back end. Look at all the things that the pupils or the students are able to do. They're able to check their results, view their bills, assignment, take examinations, practice, and have their e-libraries. Now, how did Uzor Technology start developing the digital school software? We started some years ago with my team. We were actually classmates while we were in school. By the time we graduated, we decided to look at a particular critical sector of the economy and build the software around it. And the company was actually incorporated in 2018. And but then we're starting with just 200 students. And then as of today, we've grown to over 10,000 students with over 100 schools that are currently on the platform. We know our competitors, and we have companies like FlexiServe, Edvest, Thinkally. These are direct competitors. Indirect competitors are the advanced publishers. We have understood what they are doing. But then what is our competitive advantage? As a company that knows that we have other people that might be doing something similar to what we're doing, one thing that differentiates us is that our solution is one of the most user-friendly. This is a testament by several schools and organizations that have made use of our platform. They say it's very user-friendly. It also enhances collaborative learning and makes learning very fantastic. It is easy to customize. If you're a school and you adopt our platform, you can easily customize our platform to suit exactly how you run your school. It is not a static platform. It is also secure. Also, what are the other things? It enhances critical thinking because students are allowed to make contribution during classes. It's a total transformation of the education sector. Now, what is our approach? How we intend to beat cost and competition? We are user-friendly, we respond swiftly to clients, and then we have strong partnership. We have formed strong partnership with so many education organizations like in Lagos State, Nigeria, we are the official school management solution for the Association of All School Owners in Lagos State under the aegis of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools. We are building that partnership in such a way that they can direct their schools to adopt our system. Also, who are our target markets? Students and school administrators. What is our market size? In Nigeria alone, there is an approximate of over 40 million students in 200,000 schools. We are looking at with respect to private schools. And then we make sure that our pricing is very affordable because we know the financial challenges in Nigeria. And so then in Africa, we are estimating about 120 million users in Africa. And so these are our targets and our market size, which is very big. What's our milestone projection? Between 2021 and 2023, our market projection is that we should move from about 10,000 users to over 110,000 users that are going to be in between 850 to 900 schools. That is our projection. That is based on 200 students per school, for example. What's our revenue projection? In the next 5 years, we are projecting that we're going to be having at least 130,000 users with 950 serviceable schools and generating an income of about $390,000. And with the revenue, 60% of them will be coming from our service fee. Our payment plan is simple. We charge per term, which we have 3 terms in a year, which we charge $1 per term, so that every school, even the poorest of schools in Nigeria, will be able to afford $1 per term per student, and that is how we charge. Now, what do we
You should be rounding up now, Mr. Francis.
Because of this, yes, because of the size of Nigeria, and Nigeria is over 200 million people, we are looking at having a funding of about $500,000, and that will help us make use of it for our expansion, acquiring more assets, operations, marketing and recruitment, and then miscellaneous. Our future roadmap has already been stated between 2021
Your time
and
is up.
2025.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. So we leave a 3 minutes window for the investors to ask questions where they have need for that.
So I'll ask Abdul and Kai, both of them, to unmute themselves. And Abdul, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation, Francis. E-learning actually is, I mean, in the current years are booming, and it is interesting to, to focus on such kind of system, especially in Africa, and in order to develop the education. Now, my question is, I would like to understand your business model. You said you have students and schools. There will be, those are your ideal clients, your customers. My question is to you, how you would perfectly reach them, and the most, I mean, in order to, which channels you are using, and what is your business model? Are you, or where are the, actually revenue streams? I don't see this part from your presentation.
Okay, thank you. If I understand you, you are saying how we intend to reach the schools and the students, and then our revenue model. All right, in Nigeria, there are various school organization associations. Like we have the largest, which is Nigerian Association of Proprietors of Private Schools. We have the Association of Professional Educators in Nigeria. We are working with their associations. For example, in Lagos, Nigeria, we are the official managers of their online platform, their website. And so we use the association to reach through to all the schools. All the schools belong to this association. Then several of their associations, and then we also do organize annual conferences for education specialists in Nigeria, school owners. We just concluded one in the month of August, where we had school owners and administrators from various parts of the country attending these conferences. And in these conferences, we teach them various things about education and then introduce our software to them. We have that program as our annual conference, coupled with the fact that we work with the Association of School Proprietors, and then we use it to penetrate them. Then secondly, we also reach them through other means like our digital marketing strategies, various kinds of online advert, referral system. We have a referral system for our present clients who refer other school owners that they have relationship with. We give them a 10% commission for their referrals. We have that referral system. We have video marketing. We have social media and various other marketing. But our strongest point is collaborating with their association and using their association leaders to reach out to them. Many of the association leaders happen to be our friends. Then our revenue model, like I said, our revenue model is that we charge per student or per pupil. We charge at least $1, which is around 500 naira per child in a term. And so generally in a school of an average of about 200 students, we use 200 students. There are some schools that are about 500, 300, 400, 5,000 students, but we use an average of 200 students. We charge 500 naira per child in a term. In Nigeria, we operate the termly system. We have 3 terms, first term, second term, third term. So in the 3 terms, each child is expected to pay $3. We made it that affordable because we know that there is a lot of poverty in this part of the world. And if we make it very expensive, it will be difficult for the students and the schools to be able to afford it. So our revenue model is termly payments of 500 naira. And then the schools, when we ask them to pay 500, some of the schools also charge a little bit extra for their own running costs. Some of them charge maybe 600 naira or
should be rounding up.
And
You should be rounding up.
Yeah. So our revenue model is family payment system per child, and that is how it works. And we have grown from about 200 students to now 10,000 students and into about 100 schools. So
Francis, a small input.
Yes.
When somebody asks you a question, try to be very, very brief because we have limited time and we have 2 investors. So Kai wants to ask you a question as well. So to all the participants, probably we will go for a workshop after we are done. Pitching for 10 minutes is a huge time. Trust me on this. Okay. You could have better use it. Kai, over to you.
Thank you very much. I do apologize. I have to run off for a rant and come back later. So I only have a chance to ask this one question. Now, in respect to all the other people who want to pitch, I want to keep this question very brief, and I hope I get a brief answer, Francis. So it's very exciting to hear that you have this really caring way to charge to $1 to students. I like that. Now, and also, I like the fact that you mentioned that your product is very user-friendly, but number one, I didn't see any interfaces from your presentation. So there's lack of backup to your statement that it's user-friendly, given that that's your main strength. But my question is going to be very focused. Hold on. My question is going to be very focused that if you actually want to charge $1, what are you charging for? Because what I want to ask is that it's very well to have an education resource platform, but your education resource platform must have great content, good enough for people to pay $100, but you're only going to charge them for $1. So the question is about who created this content, and actually, how did you get the right to distribute the valuable education content to all these people, please? Thank you. As brief as possible.
All right. All right, maybe because I was too fast, I actually displayed the interface. Because of time, I didn't have the time to begin to explain each of the content on the interface. So that's one. Secondly, what they are actually paying for, we have the at-school administrative part and then the students administrative part. They are paying the student, they make use of it to process their results, to have their CBT taken. Now, whenever they want to write exams, the school set the examination. So we also have some partners where we also take their intellectual property and then put on the platform. So we have people that give us intellectual materials and then we upload it for them. Then they can also generate theirs and also upload on the platform. It's an open platform. They can upload and we can also upload for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you, Victor, for the next participant, please.
Brilliant. So we'll have Gospel Ernest go next. Gospel Ernest, are you there? And your again, please tempo, keep it straight to the point, and try to, walk around 7 minutes so we can wrap up and then have enough time for the investors to ask critical questions to learn and understand your businesses better. Thank you. Again, for other persons, when it's not your time, you can actually keep your videos off so that you save bandwidth. Go ahead, Gospel Ernest.
Yeah, good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Gospel. Here with me, it's my co-founder, Agatha Emene. She will be doing the pitching while I will be doing the analysis from the financial side of it. So Agatha is here to take over from me.
Thank you, Ernest. Hello, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. My name is Agatha Emene, and I'm a marketing professional with over 10 years of experience providing digital marketing solutions to brands like Unilever, Lipton, Knorr, Olam Group, Guinness Nigeria, and other clients in different sectors. I'm a co-founder of Mobile Ads, and Ernest, my founder, already introduced himself. And so we're here today to create a disruption in traditional out-of-home advertising by providing advertisers with artificial intelligence out-of-home advertising. And we are doing this because we recognize the challenges and the limitations that advertisers face, advertisers like me face, when we are trying to run out-of-home ads. And such limitations are knowledge of who sees your ads, quantifying precise impact on sales, and getting real-time analysis of your ad performance. The product idea that we're presenting to you today, Mobile Ads, is a programmatic out-of-home media product that will reach and influence consumers while they are taking a cab or on a taxi ride. We are currently working with Capital Numbers, which is a software company in Dubai, to build a mock-up of this product. How the product works. So when a passenger gets into a cab or a taxi, using motion sensors, the advertiser's scheduled ads will start playing immediately from a mobile screen, which will be installing in these cabs, with a mix of ads playing and entertaining content so that we engage whoever the passenger is, and the passenger can also interact with the ad. So together with AI machine learning algorithms, we'll be gathering data and profiling passengers on an ongoing basis to enable us to serve more targeted ads. A dashboard would also be available to advertisers to view real-time data of their ad performance and a detailed reports at the end of the campaign period. Advertisers will be able to tie their ad engagement to actual sales. And one of our mandatories to advertisers is the need to have ad content that provides value to customers, such as discounts. And of course, there'll be a call to action which directs them to our telesales decks or a dedicated landing page to drive sales conversion. One of the challenges that we might face at the launch of this product is creating awareness and signing on advertisers who already put a lot of their marketing spend in other out-of-home advertising like billboards. But what we want to do is to leverage my colleagues and my relationship in the industry with brands and advertisers to drive sales and ad placement. Already, I spoke to someone in Unilever Nigeria who is the channel's communications lead, and she has indicated interest to run a test campaign as soon as we are set to learn. And of course, we plan to run a test campaigns to get brands to experience the products in the first 3 months and then proceed to paid campaigns, where we intend to sign up agency into a retainer model, which locks down their budget for a full year and allows them to run ads for their brands, and they pay monthly. And we would also cater to one-off advertisers who can prepay. Currently, Nigerian ad revenue is about $450 million, and out-of-home advertising accounts for about $150 million. Digital for about $113 million. So in the first year, what we intend to do is to purchase 200 devices and sign up 150 clients. We are projecting a turnover of $89,000 and a gross profit of $80,000 with a PAT of $9,000 in the first year. But we will see things improve in the second year, where we intend to reach more clients, about 250 clients, and we are looking at a PAT of $186,000. We currently charge, or we will be charging about $0.11 per second for an ad slot, and $6.6 per minute, and we will charge $396 per hour. And the revenue share that we are looking at with the cabs and the taxis is a 90-30, making it a big deal for their companies. I would hand over to my colleague Ernest to give more insights on the financials before we close. Ernest, over to you, please.
Thank you very much for the time. My name is Gospel Ernest, the founder of Mobile Arts Nigeria Limited, a registered company based here in Lagos. Like my colleague, my co-founder rightly said, we have built this around, and we are hoping to get our MVP ready before the end of first quarter next year. Basically, Capital Numbers is in charge of our software, and the Chinese company in China, they're already they've showed interest. We've given them our specifications, which we hope they are going to start building once we send them the funds. Now, our market strategy is very key. Like my co-founder rightly said, we hope on running an active partnership with marketing and media agencies, like she rightly said. But so far, so good. We've been doing running a survey with Agro for Motors, God is Good, and the likes. So they have this huge interest in seeing this project as being a success. And again, we also look at, we'll be leveraging on unique selling proposition, which we have similar companies that have started this business and they went down. They couldn't stand it because they did not have the full understanding of how the advertisement industry runs. So basically, with the expertise of my co-founder and coming from the advertisement industry, we hope we are going to do more by disrupting the industry and basically understanding the fact that mobile ads is the future of advertisement in Nigeria. Thank you.
Beautiful. So I'll ask Abdul to unmute himself, and if you have any question, please feel free to ask. And the participant,
right.
Turn off your sharing.
Right. Yes. So thanks, Agatha and Gospel, for the presentation. You call it my mobile ads. So you are now in the very early stage, and they are looking for $20,000 car companies. How do you think? What is your projection? I mean, it's just the market now. You say you have unique selling proposition against your competitors. How do you think you can? Yeah. How can you achieve that? Is there, and how long it will take you to break even, right? So you'll have your financial, so that you will cover costs and start making money. How to make your business sustainable? Are the markets so large? As said, it's about $500 million, $500 million. What is your portion in this market?
All right, thank you very much, sir. Currently, from our value proposition, we have break-even points. What we are looking for, it's $20,000. We've divided the project into phases, 3 phases. Phase 1, we are looking for $20,000 that will help aid us have the MVP, have the software, set up the software and the mobile app application, the website, and then purchase 15 devices to enable us to launch the project. During the launch, we are going to invite some top multinationals to attend, where we can display and show them what we intend doing, how we intend innovating the world of advertisement. So in that way, our break-even point is in the 12 months. So the first quarter, which is half a year, we are looking at the $20,000 helping us to achieve the what I just mentioned, 15 devices, and then the software, and then we get an office space. Already we have an office space. So we are looking at holistically that the turnover from $89,000, which we initially look at the subscription we are going to get, which is our subscription comes from quarterly basis, every 3 months. We have a charge. So these people that are coming for our the launch, we are going to introduce to them and then run a 14 days trial version for them to see the value for their money before they subscribe. So we are looking at our break-even point, including the overheads and everything to sum up at $89,100.
And what is the runway, you said? How long it will take?
Yes, that's for the first 6 months, because we understand that we understand that advertisement in Nigeria is a very huge profit-making industry, but notwithstanding, you must have the expertise to run this.
Right. Do you think we need this solution to be scalable now? Neighboring countries, Nigeria, are you thinking for global scaling? I mean, at least for Africa, West Africa?
Yes, we are also looking at moving out of West Africa to Rwanda, which we understand that Rwanda is the next Singapore in Africa. So we are also doing running our survey to understand how the advertisement industry runs in Rwanda. Before we hit our even point, we should be able to start making some little findings and then trying to see how we can set our feet in Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
For the next 12 months.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the inputs. But I personally feel that you need to at least come up with a MVP so that these things can be materialized. So maybe if you are done with it, we can cross-check it. If you are not, if you need any kind of help, as you know that probably we asked that if you need any help, please feel free to ask for the same. So if you need any technical help, if you need any kind of knowledge base, if you need any kind of guidance, we'll be more than happy to help and guide you. Talking about VR and AR, if you just Google me, you will see that I have got 23 years of expertise running companies basically on game development, VR, AR, and deep tech technologies. We'll be more than happy to guide and probably give you a small bit of insights from our network. And we have much more people who are in the network willing to help any startup to grow. But that's of course subject to discussion, which and how and when we can take it forward. Okay, over to you, Victor, once again, please. Victor, you are there with us? Okay. I guess there is a network glitch, but we will continue the session. If I may understand our friend, another friend from Africa, correct me if I'm taking her name right, Temitayo with a red dress icon. Could you please unmute yourself and turn on your video if you can share about your business and your details? Did I mention your name correctly?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Please continue.
All right. Good day, everyone. Please give me a minute to share my screen.
You can.
Hello?
Yeah,
So who is going next?
she's already there. Temi Teo, she's trying to share her screen. Temi, your time actually started, so like, please hurry up.
Okay, hello everyone. Hope you can still hear me. Can anybody hear me?
We can hear, but I think there is a network is really low, like your
I
bandwidth.
think Temsara should off your video to conserve bandwidth.
Yeah,
Can anybody hear me?
yes, we can hear you. Just turn off your video and continue with your presentation. Your bandwidth is really low.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can, please continue.
Okay.
Okay, I guess Temi lost some internet. So I will ask any one of you who has got a good bandwidth, raise their hand and we can pull you up as a speaker.
Can I go next, please?
Please, Mercy, no problem at all. Please introduce yourself and talk about your business.
Okay. So I think my time is going to start counting now, right?
Right.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, my name is Mercy Jodibafe, but you're not about me today. It's about what I do and what I represent. And I'm very honored to be here. I will not show my slide because I've got 7 minutes and I want to make sure I'm within time that has been allotted. I am the founder of Lentor, although the vice president, brands, communication, or marketing, as that's where my strength solely lies. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity. One of my desires is to see every Nigerian person have the opportunity to get international jobs while living here in Nigeria. Everybody don't have to jackpot is a new phrase of relocating out of the country that we all say. What is Lentor? Lentor simply means learn and to mentor. And it was started up, we were officially registered 2015. So far, operations started in November of 2020, August 2020 to be precise. We are not necessarily early stage, we have got our MVP. Lentor has trained over 2,000 people. There are recommendation on YouTube on all our social channels, which you can take a look after the call. However, we have an international partnership with Scrum.org. Our vision is to bridge the skill gap, align with the UN MDG goal number 1, number 4, number 3, number 5, and number 8. The sole one is quality education. The reason there's a deficit of gap with regards to technical knowledge in Africa is number 1, we have people that do not have the skill set to get international job like in data analytics, business analysis, agile, Scrum, Kanban with technical expertise. As you know, companies like the likes of Amazon, Uber, Google, all of them operates the agile way of working. And it's critical for you to be able to scale with the West. You need the skill set for you to be different. I've iterated that Lentor has trained 2,000 entrepreneurs and professionals. We have been able to certify 115 international certification in Scrum by Scrum.org, in Kanban by Kanban University, in Professional Scrum with Kanban by Scrum.org, in Data Analytics by Microsoft. And we have been able to produce 12 Microsoft certified data analysts. Number 1, what are the challenges that we have identified? The skill gap. Yes, we have an education system that doesn't really work. Why? Because a system of learning is cramming. You will hear a little child. That's how I was taught. 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6. Not because they really understand what 2 times 3 really is. So they rhyme it, they memorize it, and they regurgitate it. However, Lento is here to raise the next capacity that will be change agent. Lento is registered in Nigeria, registered and trademarked in the US, registered in the UK. The goal for us is to open the opportunity. Like Arjit, you know, there are many Indians working in UK, US, Europe, across the globe. And while living in India, that is my #1 vision, because as you all know, one of my quotes that really drives who I am as a person is true greatness is not in being great, but in the abilities to make others great. What is the total size that we have identified? Nigeria is a country of over 200 million people. We have been able to establish a total TAM, the total addressable market of 135 million. We have been able to narrow it down to a segmented area of market at 46 million. But our share of market that we have identified is 0.13%, and which makes up 80,000. So far, we are not so far away. We're just only a year old for a business that has started operation. We have been able to collaborate with professional trainers. Our certification is not just about Lento. We are going to file to get our CPD recognized internationally, #1. #2, we are going to make sure that all our learners get exposure to international mentors. #3, we are ensuring to get all our learners certified by scrum.org. Lento is an official registered member of the Professional Training Network for scrum.org. And we are very delighted that so far, we have been able to build capacity for a business of 1 year. Yes, we have been able to make almost of $8,000, bootstrapping, returning it back into the business without getting any additional support or grant as of yet. That's the summation of what Lento is about. The thing that drives us is to open up Africa to the world. We have such brilliant minds, such brilliant talent, and the best in terms of human and capital resources, but it's highly underestimated. In America, according to the National Bureau of Labor, I can't totally remember the verbatim, it says the #1 migrants doing so well in America today are Nigerians. Just imagine if the Nigerian is here in Nigeria locally, working internationally for as a remote worker, earning in dollars. #1, crime will be a thing of the past. #2, unemployment that is currently at 46% will be a thing of the past. So this is just my summation within 6 minutes, and I'm open to any questions that you'd like to ask. Thank you so much.
Super, Mercy. So we have, okay, let me give you a perspective. So as a company, we run a education platform for the last around 20 plus years. So I actually started my entrepreneurial journey when I was 17. And I used to teach people who are aged about 24 and 36, who used to come to me to get training on the corporate development, mainly on technology and finance. That's how our academy started. Till date, we teach people worldwide. When we talk about education, my question is, how exactly you differentiate yourself? I completely understand what you're saying, that people nowadays in several countries, they just memorize it. We are all going for certifications. We are not going for knowledge. That's the main gap, right? So how exactly you're going to merge the gap, and how you can probably optimize it? If yes, what is your solution?
#1, we have already done that. We have success stories. It's on our LinkedIn pages, on all our social channels. #1, we have been able to bridge that gap. I am currently an executive board member of Women in Agile. It's an international organization. Why? Because I wasn't going after certification. So I didn't go to an Ivy League school. Neither did I have a father that is funding what I'm doing. It's been purely my heart, my soul, blood driving it. And I've worked as lean as possible because I recognize that overhead is the #1 killer for an entrepreneur. Now we're about to scale so that we can reach more audience. Number one, we have collaborated with trainers to make that barrier to entry low. An average Scrum Master pays $1,500, which many Nigerians do not have. We are partnered up with banks to sponsor Nigerian youth, emphasis on the women, so that they can get this exposure, because we are the number one adaptable people that can make a lot of difference. We have been able to mitigate all of that so that we can create opportunity for our people.
Super. So what exactly you are looking at from our ecosystem, or what is your exact need at the moment?
Number one, what I really need is revenue. We are about to scale. I need to hire the necessary key personnel to help us take the business. I bootstrap. I've been the digital marketer because I'm a professional digital marketer. I need funding. I need at least minimum of $10,000. Number one, in terms of equipment, employing the right personnel, at least to give us that slack time within a year period to be able to pay this personnel as we keep doing what we're doing, looking for partnership. Number two, we will need support because my website is about to launch by next week. I've worked leveraging solely social media without having a website, not because it's smart, but because I've generated data of over 8,000 that has helped the business inform. So what we need is $10,000 to help us scale. Number two, we need support in terms of our website so that we can recruit the right personnel to take us there.
Well, granted, the help about your website and marketing. Let's talk offline about the ROI and the other segments, because in pitching session, we just can't, explore more. But yes, let's talk after the session is done. Feel free to connect us. The email ID is already there, shared with everyone. Feel free to connect us back. We'll be more than happy to talk once again after this startup pitch is done. So
I'll drop my LinkedIn in the chat. Thank you so much.
Just don't send a LinkedIn link. Please send us the pitch with details in the email, because LinkedIn, to be very honest, there are 30,000 people who usually follow me. Pardon me, it's really difficult to manage, but please mail
it's all
me.
right.
We'll be happy. Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Over to you, Victor. Once again, beautiful presentation by our friend from, I forgot your country, Mercy. From which part of the world you are? Nigeria?
I'm in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria.
Super, Lagos. I used to have a franchisee once upon a time. We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Yeah. Over to you, Victor.
All right. Lovely pitch, Madam Mercy. Let's get on to Ademola Odetayo. Ademola Odetayo, if you're there, please take the stage.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Odetayo Ademola. I'm a product designer in the fintech industry, and here with me we have Victor, the operations officer, and Femi Alayisomi, the chief technology officer. So without much further ado, I would like Victor to go on with this speech, as is the band from the business side. Thank you very much. Victor, please, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Victor Emai, and I work on this team as the Chief Operating Officer. Permit me to share my screen right now. Okay, I guess you can all see this. So we're from Liso, and it's a fintech company in Nigeria. And we're trying to tackle very evident challenges in the fintech industry, despite having big fintech companies like Flutterwave, Paystack in this industry, trying to ensure cashless payments across different areas in the country and Africa and beyond. There are a few challenges, despite having these companies here, and we noticed that there are cash payment issues. They still have transaction downtime due to poor internet infrastructure. We have delay in transfer and transactions, and we have reconciliation challenges from receiving payments via multiple POS terminals or payment channels, and this is for both individuals and businesses. To solve this challenge, we are creating Liso, a payment solution that helps customers make payments seamlessly by simply generating and using a pay code And this doesn't come with any error because it doesn't use internet. And every error related to card present transactions, bank transfers, internet downtimes, and so on is totally eliminated. With Liso, cashless policy is promoted, and financial inclusion across different areas in Nigeria, West Africa, and beyond is promoted. So to promote this solution, we're targeting supermarkets, gas stations, restaurants, business owners, product stores and outlets, POS vendors, that's the point of sale terminals, and individual vendors can use these products because every user has a portal where they're able to track monies that come into their accounts. So basically what we're trying to do is when someone wants to make payments, as against going to my bank app, I simply dial the Liso code and generate a USSD for that particular amount. And I can impute, I can send that code to the particular vendor I want to pay. They input it on their own app, and they get, I get debited, and the vendor gets paid without using internet. So that's the solution we are creating. Filling station can use it, supermarkets can use it, restaurants can use it across different locations without having to encounter challenges or having to use their cards. Our value proposition is basically seamless quick payments across board, easy bank reconciliation for SMEs or sales vendors that use this solution, zero downtime or delayed transactions. In the fintech industry, we're trying to solve these challenges, and looking at how big the Nigerian market is, each transaction is currently worth over $428 billion, and that is as at 2020 and is which is 42% higher than what it was in 2019. Of this market, we're looking at a 5% market share, and we're also looking at expansion to different countries across Africa in our second year, because this solution is one which is not existent. We are the first players using this solution for payment. So it's simply using pay code to generate payment across board. Our go-to-market strategy is simple. We're using social media adverts, billboards, Google ads, and influencer marketing to push this product into the market. Our revenue model per transaction is 30 naira. Existing revenue models across different payment channels in Nigeria is between 30 to 50 naira. Regardless of the percentage ratios that they charge, they take over this amount that we're looking to charge per transaction. And of course, we also have additional charges for transactions over 15,000 naira. Our projections in our first year of operations is 20 million transactions, which will give us a total revenue of 600 million naira. And in year two, we're looking at 80 million transactions to give us a total revenue of 2.4 billion naira. And in year three, 150 million transactions to give us a total revenue of 5.5 billion naira. We're basically asking for $60,000 to help in our product development. We currently have the product in our beta stage, and we are still developing it. So we want to test and launch. We want to run more research, build partnerships, and also get our service infrastructure put in place, because the fintech industry is one that needs funds to build. Successfully, we've been able to build partnership with the Nigerian Interbank Settlement, that's NIBS. And with that, we are able to ride on their current licenses. All we need to do is complete the solution and put it out in the market. My amazing team members with me here is Ademola Adetoya, who spoke earlier. He has great experience as a senior product designer in the fintech industry. I am Victor Emaye. I have 3 years experience as a startup founder. I have business development, operations, and partnerships, and fundraising experience, even in the development sector. Also with me here is Femi Alaye Somi, with over 4 years experience as a senior software engineer in both fintech and blockchain industry. And also with me here is Ayomi Kun, who has 5 years experience as a business analyst in the fintech industry. We all have vital experience in this fintech industry, and we've noticed the pain points of customers, and we are introducing Liso to revolutionize the way payment is made in Nigeria, Africa, and the world. God bless. Thank you very much.
Excellent presentation. I have a small quick question. If you are looking for 60K USD as a funding need, and you're saying that you will be getting the revenue of $6 million, then there is a gap. It's a huge gap that you are talking.
Yes.
Are you making money at the moment, or is it all projection?
Okay, so this 60K is for product development and launch. So what we are doing is, at the moment we get this product in the market, we already have acceptance because we've done our surveys across different user cases. For example, from POS vendors, they don't need to use POS machines and cards to make transactions anymore. They simply use the Liso app.
So hold on, you're more talking about the idea, and you're more talking about a projection, which is others' projection. There is no proof or there is no guarantee that you can actually do it. Or have you done it in the past? So when you are sharing, so have you done any kind of money making? Like, can you share that data to us? Have you made money with this?
No, we've not made money with this. The money we are trying to raise now is for product development.
I understand this. You are trying to raise a fund of 60K USD on the basis of idea. Do you have, okay, I'll give you a small understanding how funding world works. If you have an idea and you are looking for huge amount of money, nobody is going to give you money. Okay, unless you have at least a minimum viable product which is ready with you. If you don't have an MVP, try to decrease the ask money in a moderate way, right? And a very well-known feedback to you, if you're talking about millions, let's segregate it with $1,000, okay? Let's not talk about millions at this stage. Your stage is right now in idea, and nobody knows whether you can actually achieve $1 million or can actually achieve $6 million. There is no track record. There is no traction at the moment, right?
Yes.
Which is great. You have a business plan, which is awesome. But when you are trying to raise money, try to understand why you need money of that much amount of figure. Like you're looking for product development, test, launch, operation, marketing research, service infrastructure. Then what investment you are doing from your own pocket? Everything is done by the investor. So what you are doing? Don't you feel it becomes more of like you will be only a developer where a client is giving you a need basis development cost, which is your ask money? And you will eventually dilute a lot of equity at this stage. This is the current feedback that I can give you. At this moment, when you don't have an MVP, you just an idea, if you try to raise fund, the investor will ask for 80% equity of your company. Okay, so there is a fine line to understand how to raise fund smartly. If you want to raise fund smartly, probably this is not the ask money that you should ask to any platform. Okay, let's talk offline how to define general measures, how much you should raise initially to create your product, and then what will be the next step to raise fund for your marketing, and what will be the next step to give back the money to the first two layer of investor. This is a science of raising money. Okay, we will go for probably a discussion. We'll go for probably a workshop how you can do that. Maybe later on we'll talk to Victor and we will definitely take it forward. But please feel free to send your details to the mentioned email ID. And I have already shared the link of our accelerator. You can always go for the pitch page and you can fill the form up and our team can get back to you. Not a problem on that. But at this stage, I feel you are asking too much. You know, when you don't have any kind of product to show, it's just an idea, right? In idea stage, you should ask a moderate amount of money, which is comfortable to an investor to think about taking a risk. When you are asking money in the idea stage, an angel investor is always taking a huge amount of risk. And if he or she is taking 60,000 USD risk, he will hire a team and do the same thing with that team. Please understand investors' mindset, right? So if he hire a team just like you, he will probably can do it less than this 60K. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? And it will become his own business. So why will he invest in you? You need to find out that answer. So the money ask and the product development part needs to be well defined as a science of raising funds. I've been, you know, heavily raising funds for last so many decades. So we'll be more than happy to guide you along with Abdul, Kai, and a couple of others in our network as a mentor pool We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon. But I will ask our good friend, our ambassador of World Leader Summit, Victor, to take the session forward. Victor, over to you once again, please.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Brilliant. Thank you for that speech, Ademola, Oditayo, and Victor. We move on to the next person, who is Temitayo Laleye. It's your turn. Please take the stage and let's hear about your business and your product.
Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for the glitch earlier. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. So my name is Temitayo Johnson Lale. I'm a student and the founder of TGL Signature. TGL Signature is a fashion accessory brand that creates edgy fashion items from locally sourced materials and upcycled materials here in Nigeria. These earrings I'm wearing, for example, are made from upcycled cartons, and I have a bracelet here made from zips. So this is what we do at TGL Signature. We use old materials to create new fashion accessories that students love and use to adorn themselves. We have mastered the infusion of recyclable items like jeans, trousers, like zips and cartons, foam and other things to create fashion items like handbags, like jewelry, like journals, like pillows and other things. While we are focused on sales and profitability as a brand, we also share the United Nations burden of promoting decent work and economic stability by empowering young people who are also students to retail our products in their different student communities. Not only that, we also engage in training young girls and young students across Nigeria on how to use locally sourced tools and materials in their environments to create these beautiful fashion accessories. Our goal is to promote the vibrant African culture by creating, sharing, and telling stories with each crafted piece. Like I said, these earrings are made from cartons and they are covered in African fabric called Ankara, and they are named Tumishe earrings. Tumishe means to renew something and to remake something in Yoruba language, which is my tribe. And this is essentially what we do at TJL Signature. I'm a student, like I said, and I work with a team of students as well who are involved in the sourcing of materials, the production, the marketing and sales of our different items to their student communities. The reason why our team is made up of students is because our target audience is students, and for us to adequately understand the trends and desires of students part time, as well as their purchasing ability, we have to be a part of them. This is why we have representatives in about 3 universities in the southwest of Nigeria selling, marketing TGL Signature products, and helping us to get feedback on the different reviews that students have given about our products. As I mentioned earlier, we're involved in social impact in the areas of empowering students and also training them on some of these skills. And 5% of our profits go towards these empowerment programs. TGL Signature started in 2017. That means we are 4 years old today. And here are some of our designs showing in the slide, some of the things we have produced from this upcycled materials and locally sourced materials. If you can see a shoe covered in some leftover Ankara fabric, there's a handbag here made from old jeans trousers. There's a pair of earrings made from thimbles, which are sewing materials. So essentially, we're just involved in the art of recreating fashion items from different materials around us. The next slide also shows some of our social impact programs, the trainings we have hosted at orphanages, at schools, and at different events where young people have come together. Our current market size is is the student community of Nigeria, which is made up of about 2 young Nigerians. And research from this, from our sales has shown us that we have just been able to reach less than 1%. We've reached precisely 0.1% of this populace. After working for over 4 years and trying to reach them. We are trying to reach as much as 1% of this by 2025, which is about 200,000 students. Although we have some reach in universities outside of Nigeria, we have some Nigerian and African customers who are in London, in Sydney, in Cyprus, who have asked us to send our products over to them just because they love them and would like to have something that represents their African heritage. Now, the grant we are seeking to collect is to help us to grow exponentially within the next 5 years. Like I said, our reach is currently within 3 universities in the Southwest. We have a few retailers, about 5 per school, marketing and selling our products. I would like to expand this reach, firstly to about 43 universities in the Southwest of Nigeria before we slowly build, reaching other universities in the different areas of the country. This grant would be specifically channeled towards production, increasing our production capacity. It will be channeled towards increasing our supply channels. Like I said, we engage the services of students in retailing. But for us to do this, we need to be able to produce in such quantity that they can be able to retail. So we also need to have activations at different universities, telling them about our product, doing some promotions, employing influencers to market our products, and other such engagements. We have identified China to order stuff from AliExpress, from other, Chinese producers. However, our advantage as a Nigerian brand that, our customers can directly communicate with includes customized products. Anybody ordering something from China has to pay a lot to have just one unit customized, but we are able to produce this service at very pocket-friendly prices. We also offer refund and returns to students. We know students are not very high income earners, and if they are displeased with a product or they just for some reason can no longer afford it, it's very okay. We offer them returns, we offer exchanges, and we also give them rebates on their delivery fees because nobody wants to have to pay more delivery than the cost of the product itself. We also have direct access to our different merchandisers where they can give us direct feedback. Here are some of the feedback showing on the slides that we have gotten from our different customers across different universities in Nigeria and some of those who are outside Nigeria. Finally, we have been recognized and we have partnered with different university organizations. We have supplied them with some products as souvenirs for their student communities. We've been recognized by Goldman Sachs, 10,000 Women, SME 100 Africa, Bella Niger, Sheshewa, among other reputable organizations. This year alone, we have fundraised about $10,000 to help increase our production capacity, and we're seeking this grant to increase it even more. The 10,000 will give us about 10% increase in our production capacity. However, requesting for $100,000 from this panel would help us increase by over 100% and help us have a production facility, not this little workshop that we currently produce from, and increase our supply channels across the different universities, also aiding our cash flow so that we're not cash trapped when we're supplying so much at a given time. All right, thank you so much for your time. This is the end of our slide.
Brilliant work that you're doing. One quick feedback, Temi. Can I call you as Temi? Is it fine?
Yes, Temi is fine.
Super. We have one lady, she is from our ecosystem. She produces fashionable garment and ornaments from West. And of course, it falls under SDG, as you know. She's basically from India, and we actually help her to scale up. She's doing good number of work in Dubai as well. So we'll be more than happy to probably connect both of you. Both of you fabulous women probably can do amazing work. In fact, we have another ambassador based out of Arab. She's again from staying in Dubai itself. She's basically doing precious metals as a business, the ornaments and other things. And in fact, as a mentor, I helped quite a bit number of startups from India to grow their business from India to a couple of other countries like in Europe and in US. So we'll be more than happy to talk to you and work very closely with you. You never asked about what you need at the moment, but yes, I assume that you are looking for business growth. I assume that you are looking for phenomenal market connect. Let's talk. We'll be more than happy to help in any way if we can do it. Just to make that statement, let me tell you guys that our partner from Australia, Marco, he's there with us. He can't turn on his microphone and video. He's not doing it because in this event, Victor is the star. And every time when we float any kind of summit like this, we usually give all the focus to our ambassadors, and they are really, really great ecosystem players. Okay, Temi, we will talk to you. Please feel free to mail your details, your deck to the mentioned email ID. If not, I am available in all the social media. Just Google about my name. You can get in touch with me, but I'll highly appreciate if you can probably connect in the email ID or the mentioned link in the Zoom, which we already shared. So feel free to get back to yours. Victor, over to you. I don't have any more question. I believe that what you need, we can give you. So granted, like we can work together. Thank you for the beautiful presentation once again, Temi.
Thank you.
Over to you, my friend. Yes.
Brilliant, Temitayo, well presented. And I mean, again, as Mr. Arijit has said, we'll cycle back again offline and then try to do the necessary sending of a profile and all the necessary requests that have been put forward so we can engage further after now. So up next is the Salami Rukayat. Salami Rukayat, if you're there, please take the stage and let's hear about your business. So again, like I mentioned, if you are not presenting, maybe it's best to keep your video off, keep your microphone muted so that you save bandwidth. So Salami Rukayat, please, your time is now. You can present your business and let's take it forward from there. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Bella Rukayat. Please 1 minute, I want to get my pitch deck. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Salami Abiola Rukayat, a registered dietitian with over 5 years of experience. I'm the founder of Sari Nutrition. At Sari Nutrition, our vision is to ensure that Nigerians have access to quality, safe, and affordable healthy seasoning blends to help them create tasty dishes and make Nigerians healthier. So the problem, a few years ago, while I was doing my internship at Lagos University Teaching Hospital, I was able to have conversation with people who had hypertension on the challenges they face because they are usually placed on the low salt diet. Most of them said they are not always able to. The seasonings at the market are high in monosodium glutamate, have a lot of salt, and would definitely increase or create further complications. So they have no choice because there's no alternative and they are left to eat food that is not palatable. So this triggered me and I started making a research because I wanted to make impact in the lives of these people, you and I, Nigeria and Africa at large. So I started making my research and I got to know that in 2019, the World Health Organization said 10% of death among Nigerians was caused by cardiovascular disease. Then a cardiologist, Dr. Akitoye, also said that by 2022, if we are not careful, 1 out of every 5 Nigerians will develop cardiovascular diseases. Furthermore, research has also showed that there is a link between high intake of salt and one's risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. So what is the solution? So I and my team came together to provide a solution, which is to formulate seasoning blends that are low in sodium, free from monosodium glutamate, no preservatives, no additives. Then they are also made from herbs and spices that has high anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties to help Nigerians have a healthy heart. And we also made sure that it's also packed with lots of aroma and flavor, so that, because we understand that meal times should be pleasurable. So why are we unique? So we are unique because we have different 8 varieties of spice blend that for specific health conditions. Then we also focus on low, middle, and high income earners. Our spices are also free from salt, monosodium glutamate, unlike our competitors. And our seasoning blends are also versatile, so you can use it for both continental and local dishes, which helps our customers save more money. Okay, so we started our business in 2019, and we currently have 17 distributors within Lagos. We export to, we export to Malaysia. We have a distributor there who has an African market, and we have sold over 30,000 bottles. We are also NAFDAC certified. So what impact do we make? We, as an SDG focused company, our impact is SDG 1, 2, 8, and 3. So SDG 1, we try as much as possible to collaborate with local farmers to get our ingredients from them so that they can be more productive. Then for SDG 2, which is zero hunger, we allow people sell our product and make more money from it so that they can take care of their families. Then SDG 3, we, aside from making healthy seasoning blends, we also collaborate with NGOs who deal with health issues, who has cardiovascular community and nutrition at large, using my expertise to also promote good nutrition and well-being. And for SDG 8, we that is decent work and economic growth. So we try as much as possible to create jobs. Then our future milestone. So in the next 5 years, Sari Nutrition wants to be one of the biggest seasoning brands in Nigeria. Then as a customer-centric company, we want to launch 5 more products so that people can have, people will be able to make different kinds of dishes. Then we'll also create job opportunities by increasing our staff capacity by 10%. Then we're also looking at having our product in 20 supermarkets and cover 3 states in Southwest region by 2022, now that we have our NAFDAC number. So what do we need the funds for? So currently we have a 2 kg grinder, but because our customer base has grown, so we are not really able to meet up with the market demands. We keep disappointing customers. So we need a sum of $5,000. So we're using it to purchase a 10 kg stainless steel grinder, a dehydrator, and industrial sealing machine. So this would enable us increase our revenue by 10%, will create job opportunities, will increase our staff capacity also by 30%. And now that we are NAFDAC certified, so we look at acquiring 300 more customers on a monthly basis by 2022. Then our business model. So we operate both business to business and business to consumers. Business to business, we do private packaging. We have people that we distribute to and sell to us. We're also looking at penetrating eco market and some other major markets too. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity. So yeah, samples of our spice blends. We have, this is jollof rice and this is ongoing spices.
Brilliant. Beautiful presentation. A quick question, how exactly you are different than others?
Okay, so we are different than others because our spices, the spices at the market have monosodium glutamate, lots of sugars and salt, but ours is free from all those things. So we have made sure that we've used herb spices and ingredients like seafood to improve the flavor of the spices. So when they are using it to cook, it has a lot of onions and garlic. So when they are using it to cook, it brings out the aroma and flavor that they want.
Are you willing to expand your market? Like you have a import-export license?
Well, we have so for this, so one of our goal for 2022 is to be a limited liability company, because that is a requirement to getting export license. But we are NAFDAC certified already. So by early of next year, we would upgrade to limited liability, then we'll get our export license. And we've currently been attending so many courses that government have been doing for small businesses on supply chain, everything that have to do with exports. So we've been attending so many trainings on that, and we are ready once we get access to the market.
Okay, so given a point, if we give you orders like maybe export from your country, maybe that will take till 2022, right?
Yes.
No problem. Please feel free to be in touch. Please send us your details along with Victor. Once you send the mail, please mark Victor into the CC, and we'll be more than happy to work with you very, very closely. There is a background noise maybe happening in your end. If you can mute yourself, we can hear us. Yeah. Okay, let me help you. I'll mute you. Okay, so we'll be more than happy to probably work with you. We are actually dealing with a couple of commodities, if you all don't know, and Marco is the designated person from Australia who is taking care of all those kind of business deals. So we'll be happy to work with you very, very closely. Marco is already here with us, but we will talk offline after this. Offline in the sense, we'll talk after the summit, after this meetup. Would love to work with you very closely, given a choice that we can communicate with us, maybe over the email first. Once again, I'm going to share you the mail ID. Please feel free to send your details and your deck and mark Victor into the CC. We'll coordinate with each other and take it forward. Beautiful business that you're doing. How do I call your name? Is it Abiola, or how do I call you? You're muted, Abiola.
Abiola, you can, Abiola is fine.
Super, pleasure. Brilliant. Victor, a small request, if we can have Matthias in the panel next. Over to you, brother.
Brilliant. We'll have Matthias Paul to present your deck. By the way, Salami Rukayat, that was a very interesting presentation, and like he said, we'll cycle back again and speak to you further, and then on the next steps as we go along. So Matthias Paul, you have the stage. Please present your business and let us know more about you and your team.
Good day, everybody. My name is Matthias Manchafo, the CEO and founder of Fresh from the Farm Agri-World Limited, the producers of Camel Rice. So let's start it like this. 2019, I went to buy rice. And then when I went to the trader that sells around my street, and I said I wanted this rice. And then all I saw was funny, frustrated looking rice, just like me, because I was very hungry that morning. So I was wondering what was going on. And then I got to understand that since the government banned the importation of rice 2015, the people importing the foreign rice are not able to import again because it's been banned. So what happened is I had to look at it as a business idea and then look into supplying of original 100% clean and stone-free Nigerian rice. And then we came out with Camel Rice. Now, Camel Rice is a 100% clean and stone-free Nigerian rice, which, as you can see, here's it. As of last year, Mr. Arit was one of our mentors, and I'm sure you remember I pitched the idea as an idea. Right now, we have the product, and we've made sales out of it. Now, every Nigerian individual will tell you that one of the biggest problems with Nigerian-made rice is stones. And he has never ever sold Nigerian rice anywhere. Why? Because whether you advertise rice or not, people will consume it just like Gary. Now we came out with Camel Rice, which means king among many others. 100% clean and stone-free rice. Now, what we do is we source out our raw materials from villages. Like 3 days ago, I traveled to Jigawa State. I always post almost every story on my LinkedIn. And then we get the raw materials, bring it, process, clean, and make sure it is healthy for consumption. Now we've made sales. I'm not here to pitch an idea. I'm here to pitch a product, because right now, as the last year was an idea, but this year, June 2021, 5th June specifically, we launched this great product, which we are the producers. What we do is polish the stone, package, and put outside. Now we have made sales 2019. We made 2019. We made sales of a revenue of almost about $80,000. Last year, coronavirus made us, we didn't make that much. But this year we hope to make much, as we are already putting a lot of things in place, trying to secure contracts. Because as people, fellow Nigerians who know that times like this, government agencies, organizations get rice, and then they share out to people. We're here to seek for funding of $50,000 only. What we need this money is for machines. We want to get an automated rice machine. Either the investor gives us the machine or helps us get the machine or gives us the fund. Any of it, we are welcome. We want to get an automated set of machines so that we can cut down cost of labor and let the machine do most of the work, so that the accuracy that we intend to achieve will be able to be achieved. For now, we have not started exporting, but I can probably tell you that our product has gone to Rwanda 2 months ago by one of our somebody who visited Rwanda and saw the product, visited Nigeria and saw the product, and was nice. And then took a couple of 1 kg like this and took it to Rwanda, and comments were awesome. We're working on our documentations for exportation, because a lot of African countries, Ghana, South Africa, has approached us regarding this product. So we're working on the documentations. This is a profitable business, and we need to put all things in place. Why? One of the main reasons why we need to get these machines ready before or middle of next year is because as a Nigeria, next year is our campaign year, because 2023 is our year of election. And anything campaign year is any product being used mostly is 90% rice. Now we start packaging rice for politicians, for organizations, for NGOs and stuff like that. So we have to be standard, so that when they visit us, when they see our sophisticated machines, they're able to trust us with their orders. At least we will be able to at least supply 10 trucks, 15 trucks, 30 trucks at a go, not this particular supply capacity we have, in which every month we are only able to supply 300 to 600 bags of rice, which is just a truck of rice. So with this idea, or with this product, I hope I'm able to convince you. I wish I could share each to every one of you here, so you could test the rice and certify us, so that you know that we are not just saying we are king among others, but people have testified that yes, Camel rice is really king among many others. Thank you very much. I'm here for your questions.
Thank you so much, Matthias. We have Abdul and Kai who joined with us. So over to you, both of you guys.
Thank you, Arijit. I'm back. So I think actually I'm very I found very interesting about having this organic agri product. And Matthias, you are doing a good job. Do you need in order in Africa here, do you need kind of certification? Have you worked with the organization, or let's say international, that could certify your product? And then how do you think, how is your let's say landscape here, competitive landscape would be?
A competitive skill? Or
yeah, a competition.
Okay. If it comes to Nigeria, we have major brands that please. We have what we call Big Bull. We have Mama Rice, and then Mama Pride Rice, and some couple of good doing companies that produces rice. But the important thing is they can't meet up the market. The Nigerian market for rice, the hunger for rice is too much. In fact, before you see a Big Bull rice, in which Mr. Victor can testify, you have to go round before you can find one bag of it. or you can only go to a supermarket before you can find such kind of thing. So now we want to make this brand to be accessible, not just being available, but accessible to people to eat quality, because we know that quality should be able to, anybody, whether rich or poor, middle class, should be able to eat what is quality. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I think this is kind of, it's social, had a social impact, because having something related to, today health issue is, for many people, is important. So if you make this accessible to all the people with a good business model that can be supported, as a social enterprise, you will be, so you'll have some kind of unique selling proposition, keeping your let's say revenue also on the according to the the target market. This will be affordable, and then you have kind of mass market. This is kind of mass market. It's kind of targeted. You are targeting. So yeah, it's interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks for the excellent question, Abdul. Very nice meeting you, Matthias. Thanks for the lovely presentation. And my understanding that you're asking for $50,000 US dollar investment mostly on the machinery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe a little bit more of this machine you're asking for, please?
Okay. Thank you very much. We are looking for an automated rice milling machine, the rice parboiler and dryer. Those are the main machines we need, because once we are able to get the paddy from the farmers, the first thing we do is to parboil, clean up, and then dry it. Now, when it's dry, then we can process. Now, if we're able to have the automated rice milling machine, it will help us cut costs, not just for production, but also the quality of the product. At least there won't be much of breakages. Not like the ones we are using now. You end up having much of damages because the machines are not automated.
Okay.
So we're able to have this machine.
Actually, that's fine. Thank you very much for that. Actually, what I'm trying to lead to is that if you know exactly the machine you need, have you actually talked to the supplier of this machine, and where are they, please?
Yes, we have two companies we've spoken to. They're in China. Then an amazing
okay.
one.
That is actually the answer I'm seeking for. So if the investment you're asking for is purely for the acquisition of this machine, I felt I don't think it would be too hard for you to reach an agreement with the supplier of the machine, so that they can supply the machine to you, so that they get a share of the future revenue. So a slower payback of the machine. So in other words, I actually don't think that you need necessarily to give up your equity in order to get the business going, because China and Africa have a very tight partnership, and there are loads of support from Chinese government with the Belt and Road initiatives to actually help African countries, especially Nigeria, with machinery and expertise.
Yes, we tried once with a China company, but then because we were just starting, it didn't really work out because we could not prove some financial feasibility. But right now we are still telling them to get it. But we have a problem, even if we're going to get a machine coming from China. Right now, with the differences between dollar and naira, it is massively affecting almost everything. So there's somebody who brought the machine from China already here in Nigeria. It's not being used. So we wanted to partner with the person, but he said he didn't want to do the business anymore. He just wants to sell out. But he has agreed to give us on part payment. So right now we're trying to get funds so we could pay first installmental and just get the machine. And we are sure that within 6 months, we're able to balance the rest because we are on check. So if we just have some small funding, we can pay installmentals and have the machines, and we're good for business. So we're opened.
Thank you. Okay, no more questions from me. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Super. Over to you, Victor.
Brilliant presentation. Thank you for your time, Matthias. So we go up to the next person, Davidson Okafor. Davidson Okafor, if you are within us, please put on your camera and put on your mic, and then let's hear about your business. Davidson Okafor, are you there?
Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, we can hear
Hello?
you clearly. We can hear you clearly, go ahead.
All right. All right, I'll share my screen now. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
We can see, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Davidson. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Hostel.ng. Into Nnamdi Azikiwe University in Anambra State because I live in Lagos State, so I had to travel the way from Lagos to Anambra, which is about 9-hour journey for registrations in school. When I did get to the school, I realized that I had no place to stay for the few days I'll spend doing those registrations. So I had to look for someone to squat with. Now, after the registration, I and my roommate had to move about an unfamiliar environment under the scorching sun, looking for the hostel accommodation we'll stay in for the rest of the academic session. When we did find the hostel we loved, we almost got defrauded of our money when we were about to make payments for that hostel. So now this particular experience, coupled with personal experiences of friends of mine while I was in school, led me to start up Hostel.ng. So you see, according to the National Universities Commission in Nigeria, there are over 2.1 million undergraduate students studying across various Nigerian institutions. And about 70% of these students reside off campus due to the fact that the school institutions don't have enough infrastructure to provide hostel accommodations for their students. So based off this figure, we're able to estimate our total available market to be over $1.6 billion annually based on our charges we get from these services. So now getting hostel accommodation should not be complicated, and this is what we are changing. Every year, over 1.4 million undergraduate students experience a form of this problem. So we are connecting those undergraduate students with the perfect hostel accommodation. And we're doing this with a simple web platform, literally just connecting undergraduate students with hostels. So this could be a student looking for a place to stay for a few days, probably for an event or for an exam, or a student looking for a place to stay for the rest of the academic session, which is usually a 1-year duration, or even a hostel provider looking to sell out his hostels during that same 1-year duration period. So we built a web platform that helps them to make and to save money when they're renting for rooms, to eliminate stress, to save them time, and to prevent fraud, especially when they're about paying for the hostel that they love. So this platform creates value to students in terms of visibility for hostels. Now, they also get to experience great user interfaces in our product. They get to have more affordable hostels, and they get to make extra money when they lease out their rooms to third-party individuals. The same value to hostel owners in terms of great visibility for their hostels. Now, more students are aware that their hostels exist and also where those hostels are located. At the same time, this also directly increases the revenue they make from their hostels, because as more students are aware, they get to book those hostels they are aware of. To short travelers, we now provide a much more affordable accommodation they get to stay in compared to hotels. So because they're using hostels, they get to get a cheaper hostel accommodation. At the same time, they get to experience that vibrant student feeling when they get to stay in student hostels. So and you can get hosted right now in 3 steps. First, go to hosted by name, or you filter by price, depending on your preference. And we charge between 5 to 10% on each complete transactions for long stay periods, and we take 20% off on each successful short stay room lease. So Currently, we have about 150 hostels listed on our platform.
Davidson probably lost the internet. Maybe internet is an issue in few parts of Africa. We can understand that completely. So I will highly recommend others to turn off their video when you are pitching, when you are sharing. We can definitely check your presentation when you're sharing, and when you're sharing, just turn off your video. So from our part, we have a good network. It's no problem. We can all have all our videos, but sometimes the participants probably don't get the network. Davidson, you're muted. So when you're presenting, kindly turn off your video and then you share your presentation, because maybe you have a low bandwidth. No problem. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay, so can I start fresh, or I should, what slide did it cut off?
You just cut off 30 seconds back.
Oh, okay. So let me share again. Sorry.
Sure.
Okay, so let me go. Okay, yeah, from here. We've made tremendous progress over the years. For instance, we've partnered with Quaba.ng, which is really exciting for us in terms of rent financing. So this is to enable student rent hostels now and get to pay back later. We've also listed over 150 hostels on our platform. We've partnered with the experience agencies too, which is one of like the most prominent hostel management agencies in Anambra State, which is to enable more students get access to more hostels. Sign up over 30 short stay hosts, and we've made over 24,000 in revenue from our short stay leasing service. So we believe by 2024, growing 200% year on year, we'll be able to get to 800 million naira annual recurring revenue, which is approximately $750,000. We believe that this is possible, really possible, based on our services and the charge we get from those services. We have great competitive advantage compared to our existing competitors. For instance, we have large database of hostel types for students to pick from. Our platform is more easy to use. We allow students to find roommates using our quotient feature. Our hostels are verified upon listing to prevent fraud. We allow students to pay for hostels on credit, allow them to make money when they lease their room to third-party individuals. And at the same time, our hostels are more affordable compared to the current market offering. So we intend to get to these students mainly by targeting newly admitted students through programs like JAM, UPEP, Pre-Science. At the same time, we intend to partner with key stakeholders in the school ecosystem, such as the students' transport schemes and local cyber cafes, reason being that these are major points of contact with students, regardless of their journey while in school. And lastly, we intend to get the schools to work with us by getting their recommendations and endorsements for our product. We're a team of 3, I, Fola, and Toby, and we have over 20 years domain experience, ranging from software engineering to product management, branding, and analytics. We're looking at raising $100,000 via Saves at a 10% discount. So this is first and foremost increase our revenue to over 50 million naira annual recurring revenue by 2022, and to onboard more hostel managers to list their hostels on our platform, and to sign up more users both for our long stay and short stay listing services. So this is the end of my presentation. I'm Davidson, and if you'd love to be in contact with us, you can reach out to us on any of these platforms, and would love to be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Open for Q&A.
Okay. David, very interesting presentation. So you are addressing hostels. What is your now annually recurring revenue? The current?
Sorry?
What is your current annual recurring revenue or monthly?
Oh, okay. So, first of all, our product we're launching this year really. Last year we we had an MVP release last year, but it failed woefully. So we didn't really get bookings on that. And because of the errors we made, we wanted to first ensure that students were willing to use our service before building a new product. So that's where we set test our short-stay listing service ideas, and we were able to get transactions. So for instance, our short-stay listing service, we haven't even launched the product yet, but we've used WhatsApp to close bookings. And we're able to get to 24,000 there in that within 3 months, just that started 3 months ago. And then we had to partner with Quaba and with the experience agencies, because from the mistakes we learned, we first originally optimized for speed, but then we learned to optimize for ease of use. So then we partner with these companies, and then we're launching the product again with this partnership. So this is to create a more compelling value proposition to our users. And that's why we're looking for fundings to put this product into the market, because we're convinced that this is actually going to work this time. So
you have 150 hostels already listed, and you are charging like 20% commission, right? And 10 to 5 to 10% service.
5 to 10%.
Yes. You know, like platforms like Airbnb, like.
Yeah.
How they're what do you think? How much? How price-wise? How you are competitive? You know, when you are, say, I'm targeting hostel students. You know, students, they are paying less. So what do you think about? What is the model?
So for hostels are low budget accommodation. Yeah. So for instance, in Nigeria, the average room per night in a hotel is 10,000 naira. But with hostels, we're able to sell it for as low as 3,000 naira per night. The value proposition now to students is in the pricing. So our pricing is so low that it feels as though the money you're going to spend a night in a hotel, you're spending it for 3 nights using a hostel. And because this students are not looking for luxury, they're sort of looking for cheaper, low-cost accommodation. So our product was easy to resonate with their own personalities, and they were able to, that's why we were able to get this traction on hostels so far without even releasing any live product or running any market for it. In terms of comparing with Airbnb, we have 2 services, remember. So the long-stay listing is where students get accommodation for yearly periods. So that is for students in schools, as a session is usually 1 year, so they need a hostel to stay in for the rest of the academic session. But the short stay listing is for those looking for short-term accommodation. While these are rooms by students themselves, they are leasing out again to other students for short-term periods. So now this is where we charge the 20% commission paid for every room list. And this is where we sort of get compared to Airbnb, like you said. So this is what we do.
Good. Actually, I like your presentation. It's perfect. You know, very good, organized. And look at, I think for providing hostel, depends on each country. So some countries they have the government support with student dormitory. So is this the same like to market in Nigeria, or is it different?
So yeah, we've done research a bit on some African countries that are similar to us in terms of this landscape. So for instance, universities in Ghana, in Kenya, they have this same problem in Uganda. So these are countries that have similar, the market is a bit similar in terms of how they behave. And the government is not so supportive in terms of building hostel infrastructure for students. So this is sort of like the incompetence of the government that we are leveraging on to provide this perfect accommodation for those students. So
very good team and the idea. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Abdul. Very, very nice meeting you, Davidson. And I agree with Abdul that it's a really, really good presentation. Now, I'm interested for your background, because I noticed that you're a core member of the team and you worked in Facebook before. Can you give us a bit more of your previous professional background and what led you to actually to build this team, please?
Okay, no, so for Facebook, we sort of attended, were selected for their startup circles in Lagos. So that was last year, during the Corona period. So we sort of got put through sort of like a learning incubator organized by Facebook for startups in Lagos to put them through how to use their platform, leveraging their platform on solving problems. So at the same time, just like Lagos Innovates, too, sponsored by Lagos State Government, and also Tony Animelu Foundation by Tony Animelu. So these are sort of like incubators, accelerators that they put startups go through and get to use their own tools to leverage solving problems. So that is my background so far. So I graduated last year, really. So I sort of built the product for a customer segment I'm actively part of. And so I was able to sort of feed in and know exactly what the challenges were and lead a team to build the product that I experienced.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. While you were talking, I actually went to your website, hostile.org, and had a look. And my initial impression is that I didn't see a customized journey from a student point of view, because when I look at your website, it's very, very simple. It just basically, it just basically lists a number of properties. I was not able to select by area. I was not able to describe who I am, what I'm looking for. So obviously I have not been to Nigeria before. It's hard for me to imagine how it's used in Nigeria. But I think one quick feedback I want to have is very similar to Abdul. When I saw your website at the moment, I'm afraid I didn't find this is competitive against the likes of R&B, which I use a lot. So my quick suggestion is that your proposition is great, but you want to think from two roles. Number one is a student role. When I'm a student, when I look for accommodation, what information I need, I'm not getting that from your current version of the website. Second is that if I'm a landlord, if I have hostile, I want to rent it out. Why would I rent it through you rather than make it available to Airbnb and other platforms? I'm not seeing that, so I'm not sure whether this is actually a part of your product roadmap, but it's a suggestion for you to be able to demonstrate that in the future. It's not a question, because I don't think the answer is easily coverable within a couple of minutes.
No, actually, this is what you're seeing is our first product. Like I said, it failed woefully. So so we learned, that was why we were able to work on partner with this company. So what we built, what you saw actually is the first version of our MVP. And our second version, the one that integrates our APIs with those companies, haven't even been uploaded yet. So in Nigeria, the student housing market is sort of seasonal. So students get to book hostels beginning of the year when the new session starts, and usually as the year goes forward, they get to middle of the year again, they come again to book hostels again. So we intended to time the market and get into the market again when the new rental season opens. So we've sort of worked on all those, what you're saying actually, I get your point, and this was major complaints from our users, the first set of users that came in, that's why we never made bookings. So we restructured this product to partner with these companies and get to we're going to actually, let's say by December, you see a new product that will be live and on our website. So it's sort of something we've actually considered and worked on really, coupled with the Airbnb model in terms of short stay lists. And so all of this, like I said, fell 3 months ago, but the version you are seeing was built like last year. So we sort of actually covered this.
Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
No more questions from me.
Yeah, brilliant presentation, David Tinokafo. And yeah, thank you for your time again. And thank you for attending. A quick feedback for the remaining parts of startups who are yet to pitch. I mean, you are talking to international investors. So I would suggest you make your conversions to the US dollar, so to say. So picking from where Davidson mentioned 3,000 naira, 3,000 naira approximately to the dollar is $6, where he was trying to say something about charging less for competitors who charge $10,000, that's around $20 US. So I would suggest for every one of us who is yet to pitch, please try to make your approximations or try to make your projections using the US dollar. I mean, it's always easy to relate, or it's always easy for the audience to be carried along. I mean, the investors, for instance, are not Nigerians, so they probably don't know our Naira. So it's always easier for them to relate when we make projections in the dollar. So having said that, I would want to call Oluwakemi Laniyo to come take the stage and then talk about your business.
After exclusive breastfeeding of my baby at 6 months, I was looking for a natural instant cereal that I can give to her. Check some of the supermarkets, I couldn't find what I wanted. What I wanted was a food that is sustainable and affordable. But the one I was seeing in the supermarket was quite expensive, and I know to myself that I cannot afford it. So this got me thinking. As a nutritionist, I went into my kitchen, mix some ingredients together to make up a balanced diet cereal for her. Then I started giving to her, and people began to ask, what is she eating? And they were interested in giving to her. So at the end of the day, I gave them for free, and they came back asking me to produce more for them. That was how Pure Nutra came to existence. My name is Oluwakemi Laniyo. I'm a nutritionist, registered over 7 years, and the CEO of Pure Nutra. What is Pure Nutra? Pure Nutra is a natural instant cereal that contains all the essential nutrients needed for child development as recommended by WHO. This cereal is from 6 months to 5 years of age, and our ingredients are locally selected. We have our ingredients are locally selected, and we have 4 varieties presently. As you can see, this is one of the varieties that we have. We have 4 varieties, and the prices ranges from 1,000 to 1,500 naira per 500 grams. Our team, we have 5 team members. We have a food scientist, we have a nutritionist, and 3 casual workers working with Pure Nutra. The competitive advantage of Pure Nutra is Pure Nutra is in 500 grams compared to many of the series in Nigeria that is 350 grams. Pure Nutra is affordable, is sustainable. Many of the series we see in Nigeria here are very expensive, that are very good, that are very rich in nutrients. Their prices start from 2,000 naira, and this is one of the major malnutrition in Nigeria. And because many of the mothers are not able to afford this cereals because it's too expensive, and that is why we see anemic in children, anemic in children in Nigeria. Another competitive advantage is it requires no cooking, so you don't need to cook it again. We have some mothers that are very busy. They will tell us, oh, I can't cook. I don't have all the time to do this. And that's why we have to come into making it an instant cereal. So it doesn't require any cooking. I call it a balanced diet because it contains the egg, the meat, the fish, as you can see from the ingredients. It contains egg, fish, meat, different kind of food, different kind of vegetable. Our revenue in a month is 325,000 naira, total profit of 98,000 naira. Our target market are nursing mothers. Presently, we have more than 1,000 customers within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, and we have 7 stable distributors in Nigeria. Thank God, how we market our products? We market our products using the social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. And thankfully, we won a free branding marketing, which will make Pure Nutra to be more visible in the next, it has already kickstarted this month, and we're still working on the website, how to publicize Pure Nutra so that we can get more visibility in the market. While we need a grant, we need a vibrating machine that will cost us, I'm very sorry, before now, I did a figure of in Naira. I just learned that we have to convert it into dollar. So sorry about that. Our grant, why we need a grant? We need a grant. We need a 36 vibrating machine that costs us 800,000 naira. We need an office space that will enable us to produce in large quantity. Yeah, we have an office that we are using to produce, but the office is is very small for us to produce right now. As presently, we produce 300 parts, and subsequently, in the next 5 years, if all these grants is available, we'll need a space, an office, and a manufacturing site where we can produce in large quantity, where we can also employ more staff to work for us. We need a commercial grinding machine that will cost us 580,000 naira. We need a logistic buys, because most of the challenges we are facing is how to get our product to the customers. Most of the logistic companies that we liaise with, sometimes they delay our product, and it's not really helping our customers. Our customers are not happy with the delivery method. So we need a logistic bikes that will help us, and the logistic bikes is the amount is 200,000 naira, but we also need a van. So we're looking at getting a Nissan mini bus that will convey our product from the production site to the supermarket to other states, and this prices ranges from 600,000 naira to 1.6 million naira. If this grant is given to us, we'll be able to produce more than 1,000 packs in a month, and we'll get more revenues, more profit, and at the end, even the level of malnutrition in Nigeria will reduce drastically, as parents will be able to get it at their own convenience, and the level of the prices of delivery money will also reduce. I believe in the next 5 years, if all the necessary improvements are readily available, as we have a ready market, pure natural will not just be an household item in Nigeria, but also across the world. You can see from here, these are some of the testimonies from our customers. We do get feedback from our customers, and we also have where we have them the feedback. We work on our feedback at the same time. These are the mothers, some of the mothers who have bought our product, feeding the baby, and the testimony given to us is wow, wonderful. They enjoyed it, the children liked it, and this is what is keeping us going and making us to improve day by day. Thank you so much.
Presentation on time.
Yes, thank you, Oluwakemi. Interesting presentation. Pure Notre meal. You said you have already extraction customer are about 1,000, right? Already?
Yes. Yes.
1,000 customer you have. Very good. So I've seen also the numbers were also Nigerian currency, but it's okay. I understand that you have. What is your, when you look, I would say, if you have less financially goal, one year financially goal to reach, any idea what is your now, let's say, monthly revenue?
Okay, the monthly revenue, as I've said, our monthly revenue is 325,000. And total profit of 98,000 monthly,
right?
As we produce minimum of 300 packs in a month.
Right. The good thing that you're already in the market, you have already talked to your customer and you get the feedback. That's why you have testimonials, and that's a good step. And I found it's very useful product for the, for the moms and for the babies. Now the question you asked for, fund. And there is grinding machines, and that you'd like. My colleague, I think Mr. Kai also, he just mentioned that, there's some kind of support, from China that you can get for machinery. He maybe talk better than me. At the same time, I didn't see if you have any competition in your market, if you're now addressing, let's say, Nigeria. My quick suggestion is have at least one financial goal. So I want to produce such an amount a month in order to reach this profit. Sometimes the making revenue is not enough. We need to have a target of what profit you want to reach, right? And then you use all your marketing channels, distribution. That's good that you add value to your customer. And with your product, because this is a product that is, it's a fast consumer product that every house will be required. So yeah, so this is my just quick question to you, and wish you all the successful in your job.
Okay, thanks, Abdul. Very nice meeting you, Alawakemi. Alawakemi, I just actually went to the Facebook page of Pure Nutra. I realized that the last time you posted anything within your Facebook page was actually 5 months ago, and back in 22nd of June, and that's the first question. So, and secondly, the website of Pure Nutra, I tried to open it up, and I couldn't. But for some reason, I'm not sure whether you're aware of this issue. The website didn't work. Didn't work, and so a little bit concerned with how you are maintaining the kind of like marketing infrastructure. And what is the current situation, please?
Okay, so concerning the Facebook, is Pure Nutra Meal. You can check Pure Nutra Meal for the Facebook. I recently posted on Pure Nutra Meal where I won a soft grant. That's 80,000 naira soft grant from a pitch. So I just recently posted that, and also posted a free branding when I won a pro bono marketing branding. I just posted that as well, because most often we make use of Facebook to subscribe and attract more customers so that they can pop up to our WhatsApp and order for our product. And we are also on Instagram. Right now, we are not on websites because the package with the pro bono, we are working on our websites. So very soon, by next month, the website will be available. As presently, we are working on the website.
I see. Okay, so yeah, I realize that you have two accounts now. You have Pure Nutra baby food, and also you have Pure Nutra meal. And yeah, the website didn't work. So yeah, probably think more about your social networking marketing, because that is your main channel to actually market into the world. You will have a lot of big impact to your branding. And if this doesn't work, if the website doesn't work, I wouldn't actually put the Facebook there just yet, because if you put the website there, people expect it to work. And perhaps I think you should easily be able to improve a lot on your website to make it more attractive. I think that's the biggest thing, and hopefully then you will see a bigger growth in terms of traffic and more promotion. So another question is that I noticed that you set this website mainly to get people to have interview with you, because presumably as a nutritionist, you want to talk to people and then to get them to actually to buy the product from you and to trial. So so I would work on that kind of like funnel, because you need to get a lot of interest, and then to get some of them to interview with you, and then with every 5 to 10 meetings, some of them will convert. You probably want to build that funnel to optimize it, and then to grow your team from there. So at the moment, I understand it's earlier stage, but it's a very courageous project. I want to wish you all the best of luck. And yes, nutrition is very important, and there's always room to improve the way people eat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful suggestion, to be very honest. Frankly, you're doing good work, and I believe that it needs a bit of more structure rather than doing only business. And probably if you need any kind of support and help in terms of making your technologies to be done, getting more consumers, maybe making your company more investable for the investors, we'll be more than happy to help you to make that. When you run any company, it's important to make an investable company rather than just creating a company. So please be in touch. We'll share the email ID once again into the chat box. Feel free to connect us and kindly mark Victor as CC so that we can take it to the next step. Okay.
Okay.
Over to you.
Yeah.
Victor, you're muted. Somehow we can't hear you. No, still we can't hear you. There is some issue in your microphone. It's not working. No. Maybe plug in your
Oluwakemi.
Now we can hear you.
Brilliant. So brilliant presentation, Oluwakemi. Thank you for your time. And so we quickly jump on to the next person, who is Nesmond Ouattara. Nesmond Ouattara, if you are within, please, you have the stage to share your business idea. And like I mentioned, if you are not speaking, please mute your microphone, keep your video off so that you can save bandwidth, basically. So Nesmond Ouattara, it's your turn. Let's hear your business. Nesmond Ouattara, are you there? Can you hear?
Victor, how many of them are left? We have actually done with almost all of them. Just trying.
Yes. So after Nesmond Ouattara, we have Bita Malauri, and that should be it. So it's just two of them left: Nesmond Ouattara and Bita Malauri.
So let's call Bita then first, if she is available.
Okay, you are within. Please take the business.
I can't see both of them in the list of attendees at the moment, but if you can see them, maybe you can contact them. We are open. We can wait for 2 to 3 minutes more.
Okay, let me try and see if I can contact them offline and see if they can join the meeting right away. Permit me to go off for
No
a minute.
problem, no problem. I'll add you once you're back. No worries. So, okay, so meanwhile, when Victor is trying to connect with the attendees, let me share my screen to show all of you how we created and structured our business accelerator fund. So what we have done, we have created an ecosystem of startups, corporates, a little bit of sizable big companies and investors into one platform. Okay, this platform is called Co-Innovate Ventures as an accelerator. We have a bigger platform called World Leader Summit as a platform, which is actually giving us opportunity just like today to pitch in front of the investors, to talk about your business, to share about your ventures, and we try to do mix and match within our network. So our network consists of around 35,000 business owners plus professionals, investors, and others. Yeah, thank you for sending your email, but please send a mail to our mailbox. If the Zoom ends, we will lose all the data. Anyway, coming back to the point of our accelerator, so we are concentrating mainly on 8 different verticals. So this is the area which you can see what you can get out of all the programs. Of course, you can get access to money. You can network with thousands of founders into our network. You will get hands-on support. You will get collaboration support. You will get curriculum of the entire structure, how to create your company investable. Not only that, how to start a venture, how to expand your business, legally, how to formalize a company into some other part of the world. So we have got around 95 countries connect with legal bodies with us. I'll show everything to you. Then we have advice and mentoring, and we have an amazing committee for sure. Then we have a couple of companies who became our partner at the moment. We are targeting for around 60+ companies to come in the network. At the moment, we have various different organizations from various different part of the world to come on board. So, Abiola, I'm so sorry, your microphone is not muted, so I just kept you muted. Let me finish and then we'll start. Then we have a cross-vertical open innovation, which is like into 8 different verticals. One of the vertical is innovation and industry 4.0. Second one is a real estate. Third one is the agriculture and food industry. The fourth one is education and skill development. The fifth one is movies, sports, and entertainment. These are all industry verticals where we usually hop in to scale up the ventures or invest inside these kind of verticals of ventures. Then we have health, wellness, and medical. We have fintech and blockchain specific to this particular segment. Blockchain doesn't mean crypto only, it means a lot many other verticals. Please understand that. Then we have clean energy and sustainability as another vertical of co-innovate ventures. We have amazing couple of mentors into our mentors pool. Of course, they are, great guys trying to do something cool with each other. Victor is, of course, among them. Then we have various different services that we can offer to you. We have Partner Connect, Market Connect, web designing if you need that, digital marketing, business plan preparation, funding activities. And this is the area where you can see we have invested in what kind of ventures till date. This is a very new accelerator that we launched, but till date we have invested in around 5 different industry verticals. Among them, I'll love to take example of one of the Turkish business, because one of our chairperson is from Turkey. So one of the business which actually started in Turkey itself, in Istanbul, they are into game development mainly with blockchain and Bluetooth connectivity on a board game, hyper casual game. We secured around 250K USD into that particular company, and then we are growing this company to other part of the world so that they can grow, strategize everything, start a different vertical into the company, and of course grow the business together. We can go on, like we have US based companies, we have sustainable development companies from Australia, we have an education platform, we have of course a nuts factory, which is like looking crazy, but they are into food production, basically an alternative source of, you can say, peanut butter. It is becoming rather a hazelnut butter. So those things are actually happening, and this is the area you can find all the events that we have done in the past. After today's meetup, you can see this meetup is also there in the live. You can find it in YouTube, in Facebook Live, everywhere almost, and of course this is the team that we have at the moment in the back end who is working day in and day out, including me. Sometimes I look handsome, I know that. So jokes apart, over to you, Victor, if your attendees are there, and we can
Brilliant, Mr. Arijit. Thank you for taking us through the business structure. Unfortunately, I'm unable to reach Nesmond Ouattara and Bita Malauri. They are both
not a problem. So maybe I can understand
online at the moment. So I would be call it a day.
No worries, Victor. We can take this the next startup showcase. So I will request our friends, our investor friends, and our great supporters, Abdul Khalik and Kai Liang, to have a closing remarks, maybe give some feedback as a whole. So I'll ask Kai first to give his remarks and his comments, and then I'll request Abdul. Kai, over to you if you have anything to share as a feedback for today's session, please.
Absolutely. First of all, thanks very much, Arijit, for your kind invitation, and Victor for your wonderful moderation and for such a long time. Great work, especially under difficult challenges of network. And very nice meeting Abdul. And I love your questions, and it demonstrates a lot of insight. Very nice meeting you. And my big congratulations for all the other entrepreneurs and the would-be entrepreneurs out there. And this is I mean, the only way to make a difference in each other's life, in our life, and also for the community we live in, is by taking actions. And as we can all see today, a lot of young and ambitious entrepreneurs has taken actions to make a difference for their community, to improve their community, and in this process to actually improve and make a change of their own life. Of course, the entrepreneur always take a path to grow, and there are all sorts of improvement from all these companies. But the only way to do that is by taking action, launch your business, talk to people, optimize, improve your service, grow it, and therefore and then reach out to more people. So I think today we see a lot of energy, and I'm sure a number of these companies would drive to a much greater success within short term, and it's absolutely honor to be involved, to be part of this change. Thank you very much, and let me hand over to Arijit.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kai, and I agree with you fully. I was actually excited as I'm seeing a lot of opportunities here, very, let's say, innovative ideas we have seen from Nigerian startups. But I would like also here to confirm, it's not always about business plan. It is an action plan, I would say. Action plan is today the most important. Having 1 or 20 sites, 100 business plan, it doesn't work. Instead of you have to set like your financial goals first. See, in this 1 year, I have this amount, and this will be my profitable. Then when you target your ideal clients, your customer, go and talk to them. As my colleague Kai said, you have to get the feedback, do your action, go to the customer, get their feedback, what need to be improved, how will your product will be on the market, and then also look with a wide angle, your local, and also, that's why we have to see your numbers and your stuff. So always think to grow and go globally, and then you get, like support from international investor, from, you can start, do action, and then if you then implement, act, then things will come, easier for you. Now, we can have, every day, we can have, dreams, we can have 100 ideas every day, but which one that, has to be implemented, which one we have to turn this idea into really action. So we have gone through many interesting project ideas regarding, social. I've seen social advice, social impact that could change. Think about what you would contribute to your community, also to the world. And if you have this impact goal, your financial goal clear, and then you can connect to your customers, give feedback, and work with passion and action. I think this will be a very good, successful journey for you all, guys. Thank you so much, Kai. It was interesting to have you, that we both together with my friend Arijit, and in this interesting event. And I'm always passionate about having more and more events working together. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I can see there is a chat. Somebody is saying that I am here. Wanukoba, are you one of the participants? We don't know. Like we have a set list of startups who are actually sharing their details, and we are not sure if you are one of our participants. Victor can probably help us. If you are not, for next time, we can always have you into our program and then start talking about your business and share the details. Right.
Yes, Arijit, I saw that chat, but I didn't think I'll take it here. Probably I take offline, because we already had a list, and we have come to the end of this session. So basically my intent was to probably talk to that person offline, and then mention we can take that conversation offline, since we had already wrapped up for the day, basically. So whoever, I see that message, so we'll talk offline. Just drop me a message offline, and then we can take it from there. Thank you for your time, everyone, and thank you for having to attend this startup showcase. And for those who we find your solutions or services or products interesting, certainly you would get a follow-up communication from myself, especially for people like Lanio and Oluwakemi, who we request a couple of documents from. We would have that conversation offline and then take it along the way as we go and progress. Thank you.
Thank you. Just for the sake of knowledge for everyone, our structure is pretty simple. We have designated person for each and every country. For each country. Anything that comes, that has to come through Victor. That's the structure we always follow. And when we talk about Turkey and the rest of the other market nearby area, like nearby countries, Abdul is chairperson. So like he's designated person for all those kind of decision making, who will be coming, and we have a filtering process. Please understand us. I'm so sorry as a founder of the entire structure. Like we have, of course, our co-founders from Australia. Because of time gap, he has to leave. And a happy news, we already collaborated with another organization based out of Vietnam. So he's actually making the deal. You can't imagine how many things are happening in the back end. So Wantukova, I'm so sorry, we can't have you this time until unless it is actually filtered through Victor. It cannot happen. So to the world, to all of you, we'll be doing the same startup showcase next time, next month, once again with 2 different countries. Probably we will have India and another more country to have this startup showcase once again. Feel free to get in touch with us, communicate with us. We'll be more than happy to take things forward. Till then, please understand, try to check our website, www.worldleadersummit.com. You will try to communicate through them so that we can help you more. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Abdul. You have been darlings. You have been great pillar into the success of everything. And thank you all the participants for sharing their knowledge. And man, you guys are doing fabulous work. As an entrepreneur, we all can understand how much work you are doing. And of course, good luck to your journey. We'll work with you close very soon. Thank you so much. Thanks, Victor. Once again, you are darling. You are a great person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arjit, for your time. Thank you for putting this together. And thank you for, especially for the heart you have to want to support businesses in Nigeria and across Africa. That is even what is more comforting to me as a person, basically. And that's why I'm very, very keen on championing this progress to ensure that many more startups gain access, visibility, gain financing, gain support to grow, and that kind of thing. Thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you putting this together and the heart to want to help as much as you can from your end. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. We'll open up the floor once again. We'll have more and more people in December. Please look at our social media handles. You will get all the news over there. Feel free to support us and keep loving us. Happy to communicate and happy to make some impact in the ecosystem. Thank you so much.